Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. We have a semi-decent week on our hands, I would say. Before we get into anything more, we have to talk about the car that is sitting behind me right here. This is the DUGG Champion, and it is one of the discounted vehicles this week. It is Imani Tech capable, and it does have an armor upgrade. It is a supercar, and it does have some decent little customization options. Overall, it is a pretty decent car. We're going to talk about it a little bit more later, but for right now, we got to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Starting off with the triple money and triple RP mode, we have Hunting Pack Remix on triple money and triple RP this week. So if you're a lower level, this is probably going to be the best way to earn money in online this week, assuming you don't have any other sort of businesses in the game. If you do, there's definitely better ways to earn money, but as a starter, this is actually a pretty decent way to earn some money. It's actually really fun. It's kind of like Manhunt that me and my buddies do, but it is assigned vehicles and it's on a track in the sky. So it's kind of a cool game mode. You should check it out this week if you never have before. We also have the short trip missions on double money and double RP, all three of them. So if you guys are interested in doing those, they are double money and double RP for the remainder of this week. But of course, the best way to earn money this week is going to be through your agency, and that is because security contracts are on double money and double RP. Now, of course, security contracts at the best of times are pretty good to do, but when they're double money and double RP, you can be expecting to earn between, I would say, $60,000, maybe $70,000, all the way up to, at the very top end, like $130,000 for each security contract that you complete. Now, they're all relatively easy, but the best ones to do are asset recovery, gang termination, or rescue operation. Those three are super simple, they're super fast. You won't usually have to go very far away, and if you have an armed vehicle like an FH1 Hunter, an Akula, a Buzzard, anything like that, they are going to be pretty much a breeze. So you should be doing security contracts this week if you do have an agency. And of course, the more security contracts that you complete does add up to how much money your safe is going to be earning you every 48 minutes or every in-game day in Grand Theft Auto Online. So if you didn't know, security contracts, say you've completed 11 of them, you will be getting $1,000 every in-game day for free in your agency safe. However, this stacks all the way up to 201 security contracts, and if you've done 201, you're going to get $20,000 every 48 minutes of real time or every in-game day, which is pretty sweet. And not to mention, for completing all of those security contracts, you're also going to be getting paid, which is going to be to the tune of probably close to $20 million. So you should be taking advantage of security contracts this week if you have an agency. But even if you don't have an agency, don't worry, because we're going to get into that, and it is discounted this week. So starting us off, under the Dynasty Executive Realty website, agencies are 40% off this week. Now, nothing within the agency except for the vehicle workshop is discounted, but it is discounted by about 40% off. So if you want an agency, you should buy it, and you should buy it with a vehicle workshop. The Little Soul agency is a good location. It's probably one of the best for how much money you're going to have to pay for it. So I would recommend just getting this one if you don't have an agency yet. And make sure you get the vehicle workshop, because that is, of course, going to allow you to upgrade cars with Imani Tech. Now, Imani Tech upgrades are also discounted this week by 30% off. So any vehicle that has Imani Tech that you can put on it, it's going to be 30% off this week. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. Now, of course, there are going to be quite a few Imani Tech vehicles discounted this week, starting off on Legendary Motorsport with the Panaud Le Carouse. It is discounted by 30% off this week, and it is an Imani Tech capable vehicle. Under the two-door section, you'll also find that the DUGG Champion is discounted by 40% off this week, and it is another Imani Tech capable vehicle. In fact, it's the vehicle that I showed you right at the start of the video sitting behind me. It is a supercar. It's not super great, especially for the money. If you can get it on discount, it's okay, and I would recommend it. However, there are better vehicles, so just stay tuned for that. The Panaud is decent as well, but it is electric, and unless you can get the HSW upgrade for it, it's not the greatest car ever, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend it over some of the other vehicles that are available this week. Under the four-door section, though, we do have the EST Jubilee for $742,500 if you have the trade price. This is probably my #1 recommendation for the week if you're looking for an Imani Tech vehicle. It's an SUV, so it's got all-wheel drive, which means it has a very good launch. It's actually pretty agile, and it handles more like a sports car than anything. It's got decent customization, bullet resistant windows. It's a very, very good vehicle. So if you're going to pick up an Amani Tech vehicle this week, I would say probably make sure it is the EST Jubilee. If you already own one of these, then you can get whatever you want, but I'd say the Jubilee is probably the best Amani Tech vehicle available this week. Now we also do have a motorcycle discount, which is the Western Reaver this week. This thing does have a speed glitch on all platforms, and it is quite quick in a straight line due to the speed glitch. For 1.1 mil, you can't really go wrong with picking it up, especially if you plan to race, because it is very good at racing. It does have pretty decent handling, and obviously the speed glitch helps out quite a lot on circuits with longer straightaways sort of thing. Heading over to Benny's website, the Bravado Yuga Classic is also discounted this week by 50% off, so if you guys are interested in getting one of these, it's half price this week, which is pretty cool. Now there is another discount that we're going to have to go over when we actually visit all the dealerships, so let's head to the casino, then the car meet, and then we're going to go to all the dealers. And within the casino this week, we have the Mammoth Patriot Mil Spec available to be won. This is an Amani Tech capable vehicle. It is based off of a Hummer. It's got some pretty good customization options. Overall, the vehicle's not actually super great, unfortunately, but if you can win it for free, you absolutely should take it, and you should come here and try to win it every single day. For the prize ride within the LS car meet, we have the Gallivanter Baller ST available this week, and in order to win this thing, you're gonna have to place top 4 for 2 days in a row, which is a relatively easy challenge, and those are gonna be in LS car meet series races. So it's relatively easy to do as long as you can actually find people to do it with. The Baller ST is a pretty cool car. It's got some nice customization. Overall, it is definitely something that I would recommend trying to win if you have the ability to do so this week. As for the vehicles available within the car meet, we have the Coil Voltic right here, which is a removed vehicle, and it is also discounted by 50% off this week. So it's going to be going for $75,000. So you should be picking up a Coil Voltic. It is a phenomenal little electric sports car. Very, very cool vehicle. I would 100% recommend picking this thing up, especially for half price. You literally can't go wrong. We also have the Ocelot Jackal and the Shyster Fusillade, both of which can be stolen off the street, but both of which have been removed from Southern San Andreas Super Auto, so you can no longer buy them unless you come to the car meet right now. So these two I don't necessarily really recommend unless you are a fan of off-the-street cars. I kind of am, so I do like both of these vehicles. They are decent performers for what they are, but for the majority of people, they're probably not going to want these. And at Simeon's dealership, we have a bunch of vehicles that are available within GTA Online at the best times. Starting off, we have the Granger 3600 LX right here. We also have the Nagasaki Shinobi, which is available on Legendary Motorsport. We have the Pfister Astron, which is available on Legendary Motorsport. We also have the Obey I-Wagon, which is available on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, and we have the Western Reaver, which I already mentioned is discounted this week. None of these vehicles are really that awesome. The Granger got a price increase. The Reaver is probably the best vehicle in here, and we've already kind of talked about it, so you can probably skip coming to Simeon's this week, if I'm being honest. And at the Luxury Autos dealership, we have the Dubachi Champion and the EST Jubilee, both available to be purchased this week, both of which are discounted. Like I said, purchase the Jubilee. If you want to get the Champion after, be my guest, but make sure you get the Jubilee first, because I think it is the best Amani Tech vehicle that is available this week. Alright guys, so that's it for the discounts, that's it for bonus money. It's time to talk about the time trials last but not least. Starting off, your RC Bandito time trial for today is Cypress Flats. Your regular time trial is LSIA 2. Your Junk Energy time trial is Mirror Park. And your HSW time trial is Ron Alternates to Elysian Island. So it's going to start up here at this little trailer park, and you're going to end up going down here to the very bottom of Elysian Island. Anyway guys, that has been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.